It's Alicia from AMBY, and I'm here at the 2017 APMAs Red Carpet with Nothing More. Hello.
Hey.
How are you guys doing today?
Good. Yeah, it's a little warm in here, but we're from Texas, so we're used to this.
You used to bring in the heat?
Yes.
It's an exciting time to be in the band because the stories we tell ourselves will soon be out there. I was wondering if you kind of let people in on what some of the stories were that you told on this release.
There's a lot of stories on this record. Man, what do y'all think's one of the best ones? I'm tough with the on-the-spot questions because I go down rabbit holes. So thinking of a quick answer. Man.
It's all about perspective and the idea of the story you tell yourself might be completely different in 10 years. And so every story that everyone tells themselves is always different. So that's sort of the open interpretation, I feel, from the title.
Yeah, and I think, one experience that went into the record was an 8-year relationship that ended. So there was a lot of, in hindsight, when you observe like your successes and your failures in life, I think a lot of what was learned was how much, a lot of times there's stories in your head going all the time about what's going on. In reality, you're adding all kinds of stuff on top of reality. When in reality, I wish we just be more like children and just talk to each other, without accusing each other things we didn't do, those kind of things.
There's so much duality on this album. There's something like React, Respond, Alone Together, and Begin. So I was wondering, why did you decide to go with that? Obviously it was a conscious decision, I'm guessing?
Yeah, totally. It was a grieving process and a rebirth process. Creating the record, much like a lot of our previous work is same. It's always a dying and being reborn process. So, like I said, a big influence in this was relational, and so that's poured into it. Why you see the Alone Together, and that was actually ripped from a Robin Williams line where he said, "The loneliest you'll ever feel is when you're with someone else, yet feel more alone," and something to that extent. And so that feeling made it into a lot of songs, like Just Say When and Go to War and things like that.
I didn't know that. It's a good little tidbit, an Easter egg. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me and just enjoy the rest of your APMAs experience.
Yeah, thanks.
Hope it doesn't get much hotter for you guys.
I know. On stage it will.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having us.